Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Star Fam. Can you see me? I wasn't sure because I'm wearing camo. I don't know. Hopefully you can all see me just fine. Hope everybody's having an amazing morning. It's morning here right now when I'm recording this. And as you can see, it's almost a year and I've barely worn makeup. This working from home is amazing, but at the same time, it's like I should maybe put a little more effort into my exterior. I guess the gift in it is I put so much effort into my interior, it just doesn't matter anymore because that's really where the effort is important. What I wanted to talk about today was where we sit in the now and how important it is to surrender into this now moment and find the grace and compassion for everything that's happened in the past, grace and compassion for self. We tend to beat ourselves up so much over things that we've done in the past or even yesterday. And you know what? We act out of where we are consciously. So it's important and it's imperative to understand that you only knew what you knew at the time. And most of what we did at the time was out of survival instincts, and it was out of programmed trauma, and it was out of the only the thing that we knew. You know, we need to forgive ourselves for these things because that's the key in ascension is forgiveness and releasing all these. Oh, I just smacked myself in the face with my string, and releasing all of these energies that hold us back, because beating ourselves up is low density energy in our system and it doesn't allow us to ascend. So send yourself a little extra love today for the things that you've been through. Know that you did the best you could with what you had at the time. And now in this moment, make the conscious choice when something comes up to react differently. It's okay if you're triggered. It's okay if you have a meltdown moment. Just don't let it become a meltdown day or a meltdown week or a meltdown year. Don't allow it to control you as a being, because you are creating that. You're creating your existence. So you have the choice to either allow the past to continue to create the future for you, or you have the choice to make a different decision in this moment when something comes out and something comes up. Hello, Ashton. Good morning. You have this choice to make a higher vibrational decision in the now. And sure, something horrible or crappy might be happening that's bringing up these emotions, but that's a gift because it's the universe is pointing back at you and going, there's still something within your being that needs to be released and it needs to be healed, because that's why they've brought this to you. That is why these things keep happening. Yeah, the awakening. Ashton just commented, the awakening is about to kill me, I swear. Yeah, you know what? It can be really, really tough, but just hold on. I always call it's like surfing in a tsunami. Ride those waves, allow the feelings to happen, allow them to release. That's the biggest thing. Most of us for our whole lives have kept all the feelings in, and that's why it's like it becomes like this giant balloon that just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and then when it does pop, it's like so overwhelming. So ride the waves, allow the feelings to come up, allow the flow of energy through you. That is one of my biggest things that I teach, is we have to free ourselves from these shackles, these past life shackles, present life shackles that we have within us that don't allow us to break free and ascend. Because we're holding on to this negativity. We're holding on to these thought patterns that aren't serving us. When really all the universe wants us to do is trust in the process. Are you going to allow the past to create your future? Because look at the stuff you've been through. Do you want more of that? Or are you going to make the conscious choice right now to create out of love, compassion, and gratitude? And it's tough when you're in it. Trust me. I know I've been there where it's like, oh my gosh, how can I find gratitude in this? But there is always gratitude to be found, because there's always a lesson to be learned. And these lessons are our stepping stones on the ascension process. I posted a really good video in the group this morning on the 5D ascension process. It's a channeled message from the Arcturians that magically appeared to me. It's not magical. It's divine timing. And so many of the messages I want to share. And you'll find the messages that you need to hear will come when you're in that point that it's right for you. You can't force yourself to continuously learn and push and push and push if the messages aren't at the right vibrational state for you, because they won't resonate properly. So don't force yourself. Be in the moment. Surrender in the moment, as I tap on the table with my mum finger. It's like, be in the moment. Love yourself in this moment. Love yourself. You are exactly where you need to be. You are amazing. You're a divine being. You are full of light. And drink lots of water. Lots of water. That's like my tip of the day. And get movement in. I am so freaking happy. So in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, where I live, we'd been in another lockdown for the past 3 months. My poor body is not happy with me because the gyms had been closed for another 3 months. And I'm, like I've talked about before, the gym is like my outlet. It's one of my meditative things. And I'm never going to be super fit or super skinny. I know that, but I like to eat and I like to work out. So the last week I'm like, oh my gosh, I need the gym, and they've opened up. So I've like booked myself 3 days consecutively coming up, and I'm like, this is going to be rad. I can get back to the gym. I can start feeling like my amazing self again. Not that I don't. But, you know, having the exterior match the interior is always the greatest thing, because I will try and work out at home. But I have 2 children. I'm a single mom. It is tough. And, you know, working a full-time job, working my own business, the balance is tough, but it's all about self-care as well. So continue to move forward in this journey gracefully. Grace is the word today. Grace. Look up the meaning of grace. Allow things. And I posted a really awesome light language. It's been opening to receive has been one of the biggest struggles for me in my journey. And I feel like a lot of folks are coming to me right now where they're ready and they know they're deserving, but they have this blockage in them where they feel like if they go in just enough, something's going to blow up in their face, or they're not worthy of receiving what the universe has in store for them, what your dreams have in store for them. Aw, that's so awesome, Christina. You know what? It's all divine timing. Like, when you step into that 5D mindset, nothing is coincidence. It's all divine. Like, the messages you need will come exactly when you need them. So follow them. Stop fighting the intuition. Stop fighting the guides, throwing things in your path. You know, a lot of us get stubborn because we like have this end point. This is where I want to be. And we plan out, this is exactly the steps I'm going to do to get there. And then when something's thrown in our path, a tree falls on the road or something, we're like, nope, that's not how I planned it. But that's the universe. The how is not up to us. We can set our intention. We set our intention and we allow the flow of life to take us there. Because sometimes our intention isn't for our highest, best good. Sometimes the universe has they have a little something different in store for us. So allow the flow, allow those like trajectory changes to occur gracefully. Because when we start forcing, then we're pushing against and we're not surrendering. And the universe is like, the universal laws are like, hey, don't force, don't push, because if you push, it means you have there's lack in there. You feel like there's no surrender, and they're going to throw shit at you to continue to learn these lessons you've been learning. And it might take you a little longer to get there. Allow, flow. Wu-wei, wu-wei. The Tao is amazing. Flow, flow, flow. That was one of my big things because I'm very stubborn and I've had to let go of a lot of my stubbornness. You still need a little bit of stubbornness and a little bit of ego in life to drive you, but it's that balance of ego and your higher self. Don't let the ego in the driving seat. Let your higher self, your soul, bring you to where you need to be. Next weekend, the 13th. Sorry, I have so many things going on. I have another healing circle up in the events at the top of the group. I usually do them in the evenings, but I've had some amazing people in my group that live on the other side of the planet from me that want to join in, and me running them at 7 p.m. doesn't allow them to jump in and join them because it's the middle of the night. So I have one, not this Saturday, but next Saturday at 12:30 p.m. in the afternoon. So anybody who's in different time zones, this is a better time. I just figured, you know, it works so much better for people. And I'm really, really considering running a new moon circle. That would be the 12th or 13th, I think. I might run it on the Friday evening. So if anybody's interested in that, comment below, because I don't want to book too many things because I find it gets overwhelming for me and a lot of people. But if I have a lot of interest, I will book it. And I keep having signs to rerun my Tapping into Intuition course again, because that one is amazing. It's a great class. It's always very vulnerable, and I channel a meditation. Oh, I'm so excited you can come too, Harry. I'm so excited. Tapping into intuition. That was one of my biggest hurdles in my ascension process, was understanding my intuition, because my ego led the way. And I've found really great ways of teaching to spread that. And I have a really great meditation that just allows us to understand what our soul's voice is, what our intuitive voice is. So keep an eye out for that one coming up in the next month-ish. But yeah, I got to get running. I got stuff to do. And like I said, hopefully you can see me in this video with my camo on. You know, this is like true Canadian right here. Canadiana camo. Sweatpants, sweatshirt, work attire. I love you all so much. I do healing sessions, Ashton. Send me a private message on my private page, and I can send you my links. My booking link and all my information. I love facilitating healing sessions. I do coaching as well. I'll do a mix of coaching and healing if you have questions for me. So it's amazing and it's empowering. And yes, everybody have an amazing day. I got to get running, and I love you, and we will chat soon, and I'll see people at my healing circle. And like I said, I offer one-on-one sessions as well if you want some privacy for vulnerability. So I love you. Have an amazing day. Much love back at all of you. Bye.